Switch topics for a second. I thought one of the epic moments of that night was when you brought Chamillionaire out to the stage and did that Ridin Dirty joint.
Yeah.
So that Ridin Dirty joint, like at this point, it's something like 170 million spins on Spotify.
Yeah,
is that
man.
the biggest record you ever personally been on?
Man, probably. Probably. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so crazy that that record took off, man, because that was a record I wasn't even expecting to see the light of day. Like, I done that.
What you mean?
Because I done that verse for a favor for the producers playing skills. You know, like them my little cats. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually watched them cats like come up from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was in Houston one time and they was like, "Yo, it's this artist just blowing up out of Houston. He a big Bone fan. He wants you to do a verse on one of his records." And I was like, "Cool." On the strength of them, you know what I'm saying? Because they were so cool. And I went there and did the verse, not even thinking I was gonna hear the song again, hear nothing from the song. And then, you know, like a month later, they called me like, "Yo, bro, in a few weeks we might need you to come down here to shoot a video. This song is blowing up." And I was like, "What song?" They was like, "The song you did with Chamillionaire, it's out." I was like, "Oh, damn, for real?" He was like, "Yeah, it's out." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So they called me and they like, "Yo, we need to like shoot the video." So they paid for me, Lazy, and Wish to come down to Houston to shoot the video. And a couple weeks later, they was like, "Yo," no, maybe like 2-3 months later, they calling me to do like all these shows, like big shows, MTV, like every big show you can name. Like they calling me to do all these shows, and then like a few months after that, they like, "Yo, we nominated for a Grammy. We need you at the Grammys." I'm like, "Son, like what?" I'm like, "Man, I'm like, yo, this song is going the mile." And then they won the Grammy. I'm like, this is crazy. And here's a song I didn't even think was gonna like make it out the studio. No lie, because I've done so many verses like that, you know, like to where people didn't do stuff with the song. Is like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yo, and you know what I thought was so dope about that song? Like, I remember when that song was bumping and you and Chamillionaire, y'all attacked them verses completely different. Like his perspective was way different than yours. He was talking about the police is kind of like, yo, they trying to catch me riding dirty, or they think I'm riding dirty. And you came in on something like, nah, I'm riding dirty. Was that something y'all planned?
I'm riding dirty as hell on the song. Hey, yo, man, it's crazy because when I went and done my verse, that's all it was on the song. It was nothing that they had. It was like a skeleton of the hook that my dudes was singing, I think. And like I just went in and did my verse, and it was like the song is like Ridin Dirty. So when I heard that, you know what I'm saying, I just went into thug mode and it was like, you know, what I'm used to. Like that's what I thought about. So when I heard him, like a lot of people. Like I remember my girl at the time, she was like, "Y'all talking about the total opposite. Like he talking about like police like trying to catch him and dirty, but he ain't got nothing. You talking about just you got everything." I'm like, I'm drinking and driving. I'm doing it all. I'm just tripping, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Nah, but that's what made that song dope. And I remember like, yo, they came at it from two completely different points of views, but the song was crazy though.